They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. And no, I don't wanna be.
This is CryptoTube. Welcome to the channel for this, our top 5 monthly video looking at the masternodes that outpaced Bitcoin over the last 30 days roughly. So we're going to go through my 5 picks that have been performing very, very well. If you like the content in today's video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and also drop the video a like. Now we are fast coming into the Bitcoin block reward halving, and we have 20 days until this occurs. No one really knows what's going to happen price-wise between now and then subsequently what's going to happen in the immediate aftermath. No one really knows. There's a lot of conjecture about this, but I'm going to be running 2 competitions, one through here on YouTube and then one through Twitter. I will leave information to those in the comments down below as a pinned comment. But basically, if you just want to comment your favorite masternode project down below in the comment section, at the end of this month, so the 30th of April, I'll be giving away $10 to one of you on YouTube, and then there'll be a separate competition on Twitter, but a link to that as well. All we do know about the block halving is it's going to decrease the amount of supply of Bitcoin. So the previous 2 times this has happened, we've seen the price go up afterwards. So that is basically all you can take from this. Long-term Bitcoin price will go up. It's programmed into it. Whatever happens in the meantime over the next few weeks, over a few months, with the economic kind of meltdown going on right now, maybe we'll see a bit more of a capitulation back to that 3-4K level again. But who knows, we might actually skyrocket as people decide to put their money into Bitcoin. So the way I play it, I just want to increase my Satoshis no matter what's going on externally. And so this is the kind of path that's led me into masternodes, into staking coins, and trying to generate a passive income. So we will just dive back out and we'll hop into our first coin. So our first coin this month, and each coin we go through, the percentage return this month's gone up for each one. So this is the lowest gain of this month. So Flitz increased its price by 17%, which is a pretty good and hefty increase in price. That's not making any bones about that. But as we go into these, the 5th one puts up some serious numbers. So Flitz was also mentioned in last month's video. So in the March top 5 masternodes outpacing Bitcoin, this was one of those, and it went from 2.2k, 2,200 Satoshis, up to 3,600 Satoshis. It's now a price point of 4,200 and a change. And if we just pull up the 1 monthly price data, you can see on USD and BTC pricing, it's fared very, very well. So this has really, really jumped up in price. Coins locked in nodes, interestingly, 77%. So there's not a huge deal of coins circulating, easily traded. So if you do want to buy a masternode, you are pushing the price up when you do that. And also the paid rewards. So in every 24 hours, 3,462 Flitz coins go into existence. So that's 3.5 masternodes that could be purchased every single day. However, when you factor in the utility of the coin, which is paying for hosting fees on the Flitz app, I think not a lot of these actually really hit the market. I think most people have got their nodes running either to sustain their cost of actual using the app, or maybe there'll be some miners on there, but not a huge amount of coins seem to be getting sold. ROI of Flitz 141% as well, which is really, really great. So this has been a real good play for me this year. If we actually look at on Masternode Buzz, the number of masternodes this month and how that's gone up. So in the last 30 days, they've gone from 772 masternodes to 892. So you can see people are either compounding their Flitz masternodes, or we've got a lot of new investors. Either way, very bullish for this coin. Use of the app is €2 per node per month. I've done quite a few videos on Flitz. I'll leave cards during this little presentation just above. You can check them out as and when at your own leisure. But also just to note that this month alone, they've listed 7 new projects. So on the basis that I would say when they list a new project, there'll be some marketing efforts between themselves and that project team. You know that they're going to be able to attract users onto their app by doing this. So that's 7 new coins already this month. Even if, say, they only brought over 10 masternodes per coin, that would be a total combined of 140 euros worth of spend on the Flitz platform for those hosting fees, which doesn't seem like a lot, but they've already got a lot of coins listed on there. And as this continues, they're just going to have more and more utility for Flitz coins. So this is why I kind of got in with this project early on. I kind of kicked myself a little bit for not maybe compounding the masternodes, but this is kind of the game we play. But the fact that it's grown very nicely and isn't really showing signs of slowing down anytime soon is a great thing. So that is the number 1 coin on here. Next up, number 2, we've got Midas. Now, these guys operate similarly their own masternode hosting service, but rather than Flitz with the app, this is all done on a desktop application. So Midas has actually increased in value from around 5,800 to 6,800 Satoshis over the last 30 days. And if we just have a look at that 30-day price data on here, it's going in the right direction. Things are looking up for Midas. The ROI for this coin is 35% roughly. And one thing to note is the total supply of this coin is just 5 million coins. At the moment, what's the circulating supply? 1.6 million. So 1.6 million out of 5 million currently in existence. But they have some cool features that really affect the coin economics behind it, which we'll just dive into. Again, though, masternode numbers rising for the last 30 days. This is their chart on their exchange. So this is the actual Midas investment platform. If we just scroll back out to 2020, start of the year, look, it's going on a nice uptrend. It's been trading above 7,000 a few times now and looking to make that kind of a support level now. But those elements are the burnout and the lock-in feature. So they have these features on here. This one being the lock-in. So to use their platform for free, don't have to pay any hosting fees, any of that kind of thing. They're not taking a cut. You have to have 350 Midas locked up on the platform. So that's going to reduce the amount of circulating supply. So there's not as many coins being able to be traded. So when you get that kind of scenario, a kind of reduction in supply, and you have even a stagnant demand, you're going to get more price. The price is going to go up. Whereas we then have this, which is the burnout. So this is where you actually send 300 Midas coins to an address, of which half of them actually get burnt. They've got a burn address on their Explorer. Those coins are locked away forever and reduces that total supply. Again, affecting that supply level. And a lot of people have activated this now. So 360 people times 300 coins, 150 of which are burned, go into the burn address, never to be seen again. And then the rest of the coins are split between previous burnout activators. And there's also added incentive for doing this, because as they list new projects onto their website, and they've had like Zcash, Litecoin, Feedcoin recently, as these guys list onto their website, they're giving airdrops out to us as these activators. And so we've been seeing airdrops that have been in the value range of around 10, 20, 30,000 Satoshis over the last few weeks. So this in itself is almost like a mining contract of sorts for us users. So again, both this, the burnout and the lock-in, are reducing the circulating supply of Midas. They're affecting their coin economics, and they are pushing the price of Midas coin up. So again, that's a really cool project to look at, and that was a roughly 17.5% gain this month. Third up is energy. This was also on last month's video. It's been pretty much parabolic over the start of this year, really. So last month it grew from around 19,000 Satoshis to 22,000 Satoshis, and now it's at 33,000 Satoshis. Incredible run of form. Like, that is a hell of a chart to look at. They dropped their collateral, so the collateral now 1,000 energy, makes it accessible to more people. So I'm kind of thinking a lot of new users are actually getting involved with this. People who previously couldn't afford a 10,000 collateral masternode can maybe achieve this around 2,000 bucks and get involved. ROI healthy, 41%. Even if you stake, you're getting like 30% ROI. So not the be all and end all to run a masternode for this. But that from 22,000 up to 33,000 Satoshis, it's gained another 50% this month. So this is actually up 50% BTC comparative, which is a real great run of form. They've had more YouTube videos. So Chico Crypto did a good in-depth analysis on here for the Gen 3 launch. Go and check that out. He does provide some kind of outside the box thinking and stuff for his reviews, which I quite like. Also on top of this, the migration between Gen 2 to Gen 3 was super easy. They developed this Nexus decentralized application where you can actually just dump your Gen 2 wallet in there and then get the Gen 3 coins out. I think when a coin goes through a this kind of process and you've got to migrate your coins or do a coin swap, it does put people off, but the fact that this was so easy to do has definitely helped with their achievement towards global adoption. So I've been pleased with that. Also, on another note, they've had to halt exchange deposits. So they noticed in the region of 200,000 coins being stolen from their community members. So they're looking into that, trying to see how they could freeze out these funds. On top of this, they've had some chain splits as well. So what they've had to do is actually temporarily stop deposits of NRG onto exchanges. So when you've got a lot of hype around the Gen 3 updates, people putting out YouTube content on them and stuff, people are going to want to buy energy coins. And if there's not many on the exchange to be had, it's just going to push the price up. So again, this is going to be a reason and a factor why energy has had such a good pump over the last few months. I would say though, after an increase of 50% in price in the last 30 days, if you were looking to buy into this coin, I would wait until those deposits are reopened. There will be miners who just want to sell their coins no matter what. So you will probably see the price drop down a little bit, and that will give you an entry point. So the fourth coin on the list then is KYDC, Know Your Developer coin. So this has built a solid platform for crypto users, for projects, investors, and people who want to work in crypto. This platform's been developed over quite a long period of time, and it's in good shape now. The coin's gone from roughly 63 Satoshis up to 97 Satoshis. Don't watch the volume on there, that isn't correct. It's not a hugely traded coin by any means, but it is a small cap masternode that has good potential. ROI of 62% as well. I think anything under really 80 Satoshis is highly undervalued for this project, and this is one that I've been able to trade and amass some masternodes of through trading as well. Especially when you see a project with good utility, a working product, good website, like we'll see in just a second. When it drops down to certain levels, you know you're in for a sure bet longer term. And again, trajectory not been too bad. Anyway, that is a 53% gain this month. So 53% gain for KYDC. This is part of their verification process. 60 coins have been verified. 4 service reviews on here. 86 individuals have been verified for work and things like this. They have their prices listed on here if you want to run an ICO, a new launch, if you want to set up a new coin, all these services and things. And KYDC, their coin, acts as a discount. So you'd have to buy that coin from the exchange, and then you'll get 20% off for some of these services. So that is part of their utility. And then on the hiring platform, we can get a little bit of insight as to what their kind of job offers would be for. So if you are a social media marketing, you're into developing, social influencing, community managers, that kind of thing. You can post your services on here or look through here for jobs and apply for them. So if you want to get a career in crypto, this could be a one-stop shop for that. So a pretty good project all in all for a small cap masternode. Now, fifth, last but not least, and this was our biggest gain this month, is ESBC Esports Betting Coin. This jumped from 181 Satoshis up to 293. It's been over 300 sats a few times as well and looks to be on a nice uptrend right now. It's a 62% gain within this month. So 62% BTC comparative gain. Goes to show that some of these staking masternode coins are a good play for increasing those Satoshis. ROI on this one, 34%, pretty healthy. This in particular is the gold masternode. There is a tier of masternodes, so dependent on your kind of commitment level, you may want to go with a cheaper one. Bronze is just 5,000 coins, and that will set you back just around $100. So that might be the entry level one. As we know, esports are continuing, I believe. So you can actually bet on esports. The wider sporting markets at the moment are down. However, this does give me quite a confident outlook that once sports do return and they've got their bettors coming back to their platform, we can see a further continuation of this bullish price movement. And masternode increase from around 80 to 85. Not a huge number over the last month, but this is just for that tier. But all in all, over all tiers, they have been growing the number of masternodes over the last month, which has been good. They are listed on this Chinese-based exchange called Cytex. Cytex actually has staking pools, masternode pools for ESBC on there. But they've also got this, which is a grid trading area. So what you can do is set up your parameters. What I've done is put in some masternode rewards. I put in a total of 2,000 ESBC coins. And you set up a grid trading strategy. And so as you can see down here, I've got my 2,000 coins split over 5 grids, and that is 400 coins over these price levels, 300 through to 320 Satoshis, and those will trigger as it reaches those price. And then once they trigger, I'll have BTC, and then I can set up on the opposing side a buy grid at lower levels and try and scalp and work my way up as the price is increasing. Because of course, along the way, we'll see many trades with pullbacks and such on and so forth. So this is a way of trying to further compound those masternode gains by trying to scalp a little bit of extra. So I'll provide an update on how this grid trading goes for me once I've got a bit more experience with it and a few more weeks have passed. Now, the ESBC price took a hit after they had like a halving event back here somewhere, and they've seen a bit of a capitulation in the market. However, we pretty much are confirmed now that that trend has reversed, and we are seeing good volume and good gains on a daily basis now. So ESBC seems to have bucked the trend that was keeping them down, and I think we're going to sail past the 300 Satoshi range and go up towards a 400 Satoshi range before leveling off. So that is all for today's video, folks. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave me a comment of your favorite masternode project to get involved with that $10 worth of Bitcoin giveaway to celebrate the halving. Thank you for watching, guys, and goodbye.